Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for giving me grace last week as I was working on some healing and starting to feel better. I'm so glad to be back. Today we are going to work on 1-point perspective. So if you have a printer, go to the website and print off the worksheet, or as always, I have gone ahead and shown you how to make your own worksheet if you don't have a printer. So let's get started. For those of you without a printer, I simply took a sheet of paper and I drew 8 squares surrounding my page. Okay, now they're all different sizes, none of them are completely accurate, and they're not centered at different points. I simply just put them at random and I created my vanishing point. And today we're going to work specifically on 1-point perspective, so coming in with that vanishing point in the center. So we're going to start by taking our ruler. Mine is the golden rule ruler, and we're going to create our horizon line. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to draw a straight light line. Now, horizon lines are actually very important in art because that is how you're going to control your audience's perspective. So you're going to give the eye a place to look that gives depth, that gives dimension, and it gives your viewers a reference point for your picture. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start up here on this square. Okay, so we are going to come and line it up from each of the corners here down to our vanishing point. Now the vanishing point, or a point of convergence, is a key element in art. That is the point in the picture that is supposed to be the farthest away. And that's the point where all of our parallel lines are going to meet for the sake of giving distance. So see, I'm just coming through here and taking all 3 of these points and coming down to my horizon line and meeting at my vanishing point. So now that we have the rough shape to give us some depth, we're going to come parallel to our square shape. I'm just going to come right down there and create a line. Now make sure that it is parallel. Okay, we're not looking to change these shapes. We want these to be boxes, rectangles, squares. You can make them longer or shorter if you feel like. That's totally fine. I'm just going to go with a basic square shape at this point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase my reference lines. I'm just going to come down here. You want to really try to make sure that you're light-handed if you can be with the pencil. But if you can still see the reference lines, that's okay. This is a worksheet to practice on, so don't stress it. And there we have our 3-dimensional box. All right, so let's start with this one. We're going to do the same thing. Now we're just going to come from this corner and meet all the way down at our convergence point. Okay, and then right here. Do the same thing there. Okay. And one more time with a parallel line toward the bottom, right between the lines. There we go. So now just go through and feel free to erase your reference lines all the way down the best you can. There we go. All right, next one, up to the top. Take it from this point. We're going to continue all the way down here. Next one. I'm gonna go to this side just to get our full shape here first. And then I'll draw from this center point. We're just gonna pull straight down. Okay, and our parallel line will pull straight down. There we go. And once more, pull straight down, find our point over here where it meets that side, pull straight across. Once again, we're going to erase this. There we go. Sweet. Are you starting to see that shape that we're looking at? Are you starting to see that depth? It almost feels like you're watching these boxes float in midair rather than just seeing a bunch of random squares on a 2-dimensional piece of paper. So let's come back and we're going to do the same thing with this one. Really, this is just repeating the same thing again and again and getting different results. I'm going to come up here, this side. Now this one's a little bit different. We're just going to draw a very little line straight across there. Not a whole lot added to that one. Okay, so now we're going to do our parallel line. Pull straight down. There we have that. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I check in over here. A little bit darker. Perfect. Now we're going to do this one over here. Okay, pull straight down. Now notice these boxes are not even on my horizon line. Sometimes you're going to have paintings where your horizon line has hills or mountains and a house is sitting on it at different points, so you are going to get different vantage angles. All right, and now let's get our side here. They're parallel. Okay, and there we have it. And we're just going to keep going. So see, they are different. Okay, and repeat the same process. Here we go. Our line. I don't like that. I did not get that corner. We're going to try that again. Line right there. There we go. That's much better. Okay, I'm going to come straight down. And go straight down there. Come up. And we're going to come straight over. Now we're just going to go and erase our reference lines. Try not to erase your box like I just did. That's okay. That's why we use pencils. Go back and create it. Okay, coming up here. I want to get rid of all of this. All right. Now our other one, here we go. I'm going to draw this straight down here. All right, straight across. Now see, these come straight up here. Now that center line down there is just hitting the side, so we're not seeing the side of the box at this point. We're just seeing the top and the one facing us. We're not seeing those sides. And our last one right here. I'm gonna come in, there we go. Another line right here. And another line right down here. Okay, you know what to do. Parallel line, straight up, straight across. And pull back. Let's meet our line. Straight down. Fantastic. Let's erase this. All right, guys, we have our boxes. We have boxes floating, we have our boxes sitting. So that is our perspective worksheet from 1 point perspective or linear perspective. Now make sure you hold on to this worksheet because we are not finished with it yet. On Thursday, we're going to be adding a little bit more to it. I hope you enjoyed what we learned today. And I look forward to teaching you a little bit more about perspective on Thursday. See you soon.